Okay, we're going to give you a little tour and progress update on the cottage, what's happening with the expansion project addition. This is December 1st, 2017. Starts out, you can see we've moved the deck stairs from facing the lake to the east back to the west. The footings are all in, the block work's been done. The block is insulated on the inside. The rough finish grade is done. It's level with the bottom of the joist for this to the deck on the two sides and the sidewalk to the other side. You can see we've removed quite a few trees, taken out part of the hill there. Some other additional trees that weren't in the way of the building, but you can see a couple of jack pines laying down there on the beach. To the right of the juniper in that opening. We've created a more gentle grade going down to the lake as well with some of the sand. The front of the building, the addition was actually higher than what the floor was, so we moved a little bit of that material to make the grade nicer and a little more gently rolling. We'll still be able to walk off the deck with a single step, no railings required. So I'll head back down the stairs for the deck. The whole deck top is being removed. You can see it's open on the one rail. I moved the stairs, like I said, to the west side. It's in the middle of the opening for the deck now, the existing deck. So what we're doing on the west side here, you can see we still got some material to move around, all sand, but we've created another landing for the deck, and we're going to be putting another 12-foot additional garage space over here on this side. There'll be a 3-foot walkway that'll be covered all the way from the 312 pitch of the deck, so that when you're looking at it as you come in the driveway, you can see everything's been opened up. I'm just walking through where we removed the big oak tree that was here. There'll be a third door here so that it looks symmetrical. Another 9-foot by 8-foot door here that'll be centered in the same spacings that we have from the existing structure. We'll tie in, that corner piece will come out, that white one, so that the 1x5 tongue and groove will go seamlessly into the face of the new garage. And as you can see over here, what we're doing is we're coming out 4 feet wider than the existing cottage on each side. So the total width will be 32 feet of the new building compared to 24 feet from the existing cottage. When we go into the garage, we're creating the mechanical room here in the back. The new on-demand water heater's already been installed. You can see up above there is going to be the new expansion tank, which it's a little larger than required, but that'll keep the pump from running very often and keep a very consistent high pressure for the water. You can see we're all plumbed in for natural gas. I'm walking through the door of what will be the mechanical room, laundry room. So you can see it's a bit of a mess right now. It's a shop. I've got everything laid out on the table. That's the new boiler that will be installed right over here next to the on-demand water heater. You can see where I've got the walls laid out, marking all the plumbing for the new radiant slab will be going through the block right down there on the ground. You can see there's our existing septic clean out. We'll be splicing in above there for the laundry tub and the washing machine. Okay, so head back out here. We have our temporary electric hooked up. We had to move the meter and create a new underground service to come in here. There's the new temporary meter. We're hooked up right there with our permits. The new 200 amp meter will come in on that short 4-foot wall, and we'll tie back into either a new panel replacing that one or leave that one there and utilize it as a sub panel. Right there's where the meter used to be. You can see we're going to have we've taken out quite a few trees right here on this side. Used to be a lot more closed in. We'll plant a few more lower evergreens down here to give us some of the privacy back. But right here, we're looking down the new front wall. You can see through the woods there's Jim and the Reitzel's place next door, the empty lot between us. The dog kennels will be moving back across the street. There'll be a covered walkway here into the main entrance about the middle of that wall. This front wall will have two door walls, 8-foot wide door walls laid out. I'm about at the front corner of what will be the deck. And again, we'll be able to walk out with no stairs on the deck right out to the existing grade. Tracy's koi pond will be just a little coin toss away, if you will. Fire pit there. A little cleanup work to be done. We've taken out some more trees down there. We left the big juniper to hold back the hill, part of erosion control, and it's a nice bush anyways. We like the looks of it. Any rate, back we took out some of the juniper there, knocked down some of this hill that was here, took out a couple of big jack pines that were here, and we had to remove 3 really big red pines that were in here, but we're going to be utilizing them for the main ridge beam. So I'm about at the front corner of the deck, and looking back you can see the footprint of the building. You look back here towards the back, you can see where I had to move. That red mark is at, that's marking where our septic line comes out. We had to move the septic tank that was in the way of the existing foundation, so now it's 4 feet outside there. Code is 5. I think they'll give us a variance for that 1 foot just because it was an existing structure. You can see where we've brought in the natural gas. The meter's not hooked up yet, and you can see the work we've got to do on the finish of the building to get it to blend back in as we put the dew finish on the new 1x5. And again, you can see how we've sealed the deck off, so once the cottage becomes guest quarters, they'll be coming in and out the other way, and underneath the existing pad we'll be popping a couple holes through there and closing in underneath of those posts, and that's going to become the outdoor shower. So that's it in a nutshell. We're leaving on December 1st with great weather. We were able to accomplish everything. The grade's not quite done on the inside. They got a little more block work to do, replacing the ones in the front and trimming off the insulation down below that treated sill plate, and tamping everything with a vibrator compactor to 6 inches below the top of the top block, and then I'll be ready to start doing the plumbing in the spring. Okay, so that's it, and you can see the view we have now is it's always been a great view, but now with some more of the trees and foliage gone, the water's as high as it's been in 20 years. But the beach is beautiful, sandy. We've been doing a lot of work over the years making sure that we pull back the sand so we have a higher beach than a lot of the people around us. But we have an awesome beach. It's the weather today, like I said, for December 1st is phenomenal. But you can see we have a really, really nice beach here. It's all sand, a little bit of debris from the high east winds that bring some of that stuff in. But other than that, down here at the fire pit, a little more cleanup, and you can see the house is going to look good from down here. Should be a great view. That's all for now. We'll pick it back up in the spring of 2018.